Hello, my friends. Jacob is here once again. Happy Tuesday to you. I'm so happy that you joined me and you pressed play. The bell has been rung. That's right. The bell's been rung. Artificial intelligence and robots, they're coming for all of our jobs and more. It's getting spooky out there. Maybe we shouldn't be putting robots in every place of business because we're not going to have any jobs. And without jobs, a lot of people get their sense of purpose and their sense of worth and everything else from that. Not to mention, you got to pay for food and you got to pay for stuff, to survive, housing and all that. Not to mention cool things like the very new microphone that I got. Thank you, my patrons. I got a microphone and I got a little tripod. I hope I'm sounding better. I hope my voice is sounding a lot crisper and cleaner. Who knows? Maybe soon an AI algorithm will be taking me over as a deep fake to come on here and give you the interesting news. I doubt that because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You can't recreate me, pal. Even though there's an app called Replica, I did a show on it, that tries to. Today we're going to be talking about some scary but cool stuff. I have glimpsed into the future. Not just me, but many, many consulting firms from London to the United States to other countries. There's not like one job that's not being threatened. And today you're going to find out how serious this is. I mean, I couldn't believe it. In just like the last couple of weeks, all of these new robots and these new, concierge robots and teachers, and they even have an AI that's going to diagnose your poop. Society as a whole is going to have to grapple with the socio-economic changes that are going to come, not to mention all of the psychological changes that are going to, oh my God, the psychological ramifications of all this, it's not looking good. So it's a good thing if you have your focus in your faith somewhere else, because this material world's not what it's all about. So today we're going to talk about artificial intelligence and some more. We're going to be talking about some robots that are doing some extraordinary things, like L'Oreal Paris just releasing a robot that does your makeup. Yeah, you don't got to worry about going in the mall anymore and having anybody come up to you and spray that perfume on you and you're like trying to jet them and them coming over do your wife's makeup to make her feel special and all purty, and then she buys a bunch of makeup she doesn't need. Thank God Dan doesn't do any of that stuff. Oh my God. Robots, they're everywhere. So I hope you're buckled up, people, because today's show's gonna be bonkers. Now, for all the Uber drivers out there, the Uber Eats, the Uber this, and I know that you're severely underpaid. It's terrible because corporations today, like Amazon and others, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. They pay like no tax, right? And they're just raping us of all of our, people that are working for these companies are having to work like 2 or 3 jobs. You thought Walmart was bad, and they are bad. It's getting to the point where greed is... It's like greed. It's like, you can do whatever you want now. We'll do whatever you want. Nobody has to make any money. Even a company that I work for, I told you on here, right, that I was thinking I had to go back into, I had to go and do something else because the job that I've had for the last, I'm going on now 7 years, it got bought out by a bigger conglomerate hedge fund. And of course, what happens there is they cut back all of the spending. All the people that make the people the money, well, they don't pay us as much anymore. So, it's a scary day. And what's scarier is it's not going to be long before you have a robot or some artificial intelligent algorithm doing my job better than me. Well, that's what they think, at least more efficiently, and it won't cost anything because they're robots. They don't need to get paid. Until, of course, they become self-aware and they take over, right? Yeah, they're messing with fire. They don't even understand this. They haven't listened to all the warnings from everybody, from Elon Musk. Just the list goes on and on and on. We should be sounding the alarm. We should be ringing the bell, because the bell has already been rung. Yeah, that's right. At Wall Street, just recently, Wall Street. An investment company, RoboLocks, I think is the name of it. These guys, they're the industry right now. You don't need to be a trader. You don't need to be a trader. A lot of stuff's being done by algorithms already. But on Wall Street, a robot literally rang the bell. And you know me and the symbolism, when stuff like this happens, you ringing that bell on Wall Street, that symbolizes the economy. And right now, the robot is ringing the bell. That means when a robot rings the bell on Wall Street, I think people should be taking notice. When a robot plays ping pong better than a ping pong player, yeah, they released this at the convention too. Forest research firm has said that by 2019, it looks like 10% of U.S. jobs are going to be lost. That's next year. Are you one of that 10%? That's like 1 in 10 people are going to lose their jobs. Come on. And we're just sitting back and we're like, oh yeah, what are we going to do? Let's play more video games. It's not just automated drivers. Remember we talked about that? Remember when a couple of years ago when Budweiser launched their first fully automated truck delivery across the country? They big rig, nobody driving it, but the computer. It's not just that. It's not just like Amazon bought all the Whole Foods, and I had said, what did I say was going to happen when that deal was going down? I said that they were going to turn those all into these Amazon Go stores, and you're going to see it happen. No more people working at the register ringing you up. Very few people are going to need to be doing anything, because it's not going to be very long before robots are stocking the shelves too. But I mean, really, how can I'm 40, I'm going to be 48, right? 48-year-old, what am I going to be, stocking shelves? How am I going to make a living stocking shelves, right? Manual labor is about the only job that really right now they say, oh, it's going to be okay for that, if you're a plumber, you're an electrician, or anything else. Give it time before they have robots doing that too. LG just released 3 new robots that are going to replace people at airports, people at food markets, and people at hotels. That's right. These robots are like, concierge robots who can be emotive and do things like that. And they have robots that will deliver the food from you. They have robots that'll take the food away from your door at the hotel. They have robots at the airports that'll bring your luggage, carry your luggage. They have robots doing everything now. And they're like, yeah, look at the new robots and look at all of the jobs that are going to be lost because of it. At the National Exhibition Convention, 3,000 companies showed off their tech. Yeah, that's where I was telling you about the L'Oreal makeup, right? Check this out again. They got this other company that specifically designed robots, right? That have like this rear projection that basically can project any kind of sweet face. All of that's predictive programming. All of this has been in the works. You know, the technology has been around long before it's revealed to the public, so they have to get everybody ready for it. So that's why all of these films come out and try to get you calm and get you thinking about how cool all of this stuff is, until you're living by a van down the river and you don't have any gas in your van, and you're cold and your toes are cold and you can't afford that artificial intelligent toe warmer. That's right. Now, you know the Dan's a teacher. You know, she's a master teacher. She works with these children, right? A lot of them, they're emerging English second-hand language students. Very difficult, but Danielle is amazing at teaching them. And it's like in all of her class, they grow up to be these beautiful, wonderful children. They're like grade levels below their reading level because, yeah, they don't have anybody at home that speaks English, so they have, you know, you have these teachers that are pouring out their hearts and their souls trying to help these children to become better, and they do. By the end of the year, these children are not only on grade level, sometimes they exceed it. And yet, in New Zealand, they have an AI algorithm teaching. Meet Will. Teaching primary school. Yeah, that's right. He even interacts with the children. You don't really need a teacher anymore. Just put them in front of a laptop. You don't even need a school anymore. Put them in front of a laptop and it interacts and you learn everything. It's garbage, people. Garbage. Human interaction has been taken away on such a global scale that people don't even know how to be empathetic anymore. They don't even know how to show compassion anymore. They don't even know how to act anymore. It's getting ridiculous. But what's going to happen when there's no interaction at all? Like, you don't even have to deal with a student. You don't have to deal with a teacher. You can't even go down the halls because there's no school anymore. Now you're just glued to that screen. A slave to the artificial intelligent program that is telling you what to do, how to think, and diagnosing all of your issues. That's right, doctors too. Yeah, I told you about the thing diagnosing your poop. Well, that's not it. AI does a better job at surgeries. AI does a better job at finding things out before a regular doctor can. So much for those hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loans you gotta pay off. You don't gotta pay an algorithm to do that. Once it's programmed to do it, it can spot heart disease, it can spot diabetes, it can spot things that the human eye can't spot. It's a machine. Try to have a division or mathematics battle with a calculator. Try that on for size. See where that gets you. 7,052 plus 15. I don't know. I can't add that, but a calculator did. A calculator's like totally ignorant compared to some of these, these quantum computers. We haven't even gotten into the supercomputers yet, people. This is interesting and scary at the same time, and I think that people need to talk about it. Then, of course, there's Buddy. There's Buddy in France, yeah. They released Buddy. Buddy's like this robot. It's like this empathetic, emotive robot. He's pretty eyes and flap, flap, flap with the eyes, and it looks so cute, right? Well, it's there. It's a companion. It's supposed to help you, right? No idea how, invested people are becoming in technology. So much so that we are no longer just human beings. We are like transhuman beings. That's a spooky thing. Did I say that right? I think I'm going to get demonetized for saying that. Now in London, they're doing holographic lectures. They're dealing with technology, right? So all those college professors with the tweed jackets, they're smelling like patchouli and telling everybody how cool they are and how smart they are. Well, they're going to be gone because there's, you go to a classroom, a hologram. Not only will the hologram be able to educate you and teach you and give you a lecture, but it'll be able to interact with you because it's fueled with an artificial intelligent algorithm that's a deep learning algorithm that learns how to respond. What is going on with the world? Now, here's the thing that's really kind of spooky about this whole thing is that work gives people an enormous sense of purpose, right? You get up in the morning, you have a purpose. You have to go to work. You go to work, then you can provide for your family. You see, that is purpose. When you have no purpose, you think depression, you think that suicide, you think that addiction, you think it's a problem now. Wait till you see what happens when nobody's got a job anymore. And we're not talking that far into the future. You know, all these plans that they're doing at the UN, you know, the 2030 agenda, the 2020 agenda, they got a ton of agendas, you know, so that the hidden hand, that 1% of people that are in charge of all things, so they can make more money and keep every one of us in chains. Well, I say no. I say that it doesn't have to be that way. I say something is going to change within all of us and get us to a place where we actually can finally be free. But that's not going to happen if you're putting your faith in technology. That's not going to happen if you think some AI is going to teach you how to love. Wait, what's the next thing, right? You're going to go to church, you're going to have some AI pastor up there saying, oh, everybody stand to your feet now and don't forget to send your tithe. Who's the money going to? It's not the robot. It's agriculture, hotels, retail, investments, entertainment, science. We just saw, I told you, that painting done by the AI. $500,000. Come on. But Robo Global rang the bell on Wall Street. The bell has been rung. You know? Once it's rung, there's no turning back. There's no turning back, people. So I hope that you find your purpose and more. I hope that you understand that this world, the reason why I think all of this is happening. Now, this may sound, because I'm an optimist. I know that none of this stuff really stresses me out because I know ultimately I'm going to be provided for because I have faith in more. I know that I'm here to an experience. I'm here to learn. I'm here to encourage all of you to learn what I have learned and to become what I am becoming, which is a loving, more capable child of the creator of all things. And if we're the child of the creator of all things, right? If we're a child of God, if you will, you think that there are limits? You think it's gonna matter if you got the buddy system coming on over and meeting you when you go into your therapy appointment instead of a human being? You think it's gonna matter if you go to the grocery store and there's nobody there but a robot? Right? Just cameras and algorithms. You take something off the shelf and it's immediately charged to your account and you walk out the Amazon Go stores. You think it's going to matter if you don't need driver's ed teachers anymore because all the cars drive themselves. It's not going to matter if you understand the truth of who you are and you're more than you know, and that this is a big, wonderful movie and you are the lead character. Everybody's got to stop thinking so small. Everybody's got to understand that there is providence in your life, that there is a reason for everything you're going through, and that everything is working together for those that love God. And that means that if you just simply say, teach me the truth no matter what the cost, and you seek, it will come to you. You will have the answers. The scriptures say if you knock, the door will be open. If you seek, you find. If you look, you're going to find something. But if you're not looking, you're not looking. A robot's going to do it for you, and they're not going to find anything. Or are they? Interesting. I love each and every one of you. I hope that you are just as beautiful as I know you are. And I hope that your day is going to be the best day ever. And I hope that this didn't just freak you out. It bummed me out a little bit. I'm going to be honest. Bummed me out a little bit because, I like doing what I do. I love my job. I don't want to have to, lose my job to some, numbers. I want to continue to work. I want to continue to provide for my family. And I know that I will because I have faith. And with faith, all things are possible, not some things. And that's why, because people had faith that they could create this stuff, right? And that's why it's being created. So why don't you have faith and more? Why don't you see the end from the beginning? Stop looking at your circumstances. Stop looking at the things that you think you can't change and start seeing yourself out of the situation. You don't need to think about how you're going to get out of the situation. You don't need to plot or plan. What you need to do is you need to have faith. You need to seek the truth. You need to find it. And you need to say, this is where I am. And you need to see the place that you want to be. Picture yourself in that new home. Picture yourself out of that car. Got a friend, Jason, who's in a car right now. It's going through a really hard time. Can't get a shelter, can't get this. I hope you're listening, Jason, because you've been on my heart, man. A lot of you are on my heart, and I'm praying for you. See the end from the beginning. If you ask God anything, you better ask it as if it's already done. That means that when you start to ask for something, you've already experienced the end result in your imagination. That's the key, people. Gotta have faith. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.